Navika, before I come to the thrust of the topic, which is very important, let me first clarify and, especially for your millions of viewers, about this fake news that has been spread by my good friend Tehseen, who has challenged that he will shave off his hair. Well, Rahul Gandhi has been spreading this fake news for the last 10 years that Prime Minister Modi promised to deposit 15 lakh rupees in every account, bank account of Indian. And Tehseen on your show just reiterated that. I am saying this on your show with responsibility that मैं सर के ही नहीं, मैं अपने हाथ, पैर, chest सबके बाल मुंडवा दूंगा. If Tehseen or Rahul Gandhi can give me proof that Narendra Modi actually said that he is promising to deposit 15 lakh rupees in everyone's account. Just show me the proof. ऐसी fake news चलती है मतलब हद हो जाती है. Now, let me come to this topic because it is very important. There are three issues, Navika, that emerge when we deconstruct the speech of Prime Minister Modi. And let me elaborate on each one of them very briefly because all three are very important. Number one, did Prime Minister Manmohan Singh actually say what Modi claimed he said? That Muslims are the first right to resources? Here is what Manmohan Singh said in his speech in 2006, quote, "We will have to devise innovative plans to ensure that minorities, particularly the Muslim minorities, are empowered to share equitably in the fruits of development. They must have the first claim on resources," unquote. Now, 3 points on this. A, they could be interpreted as meaning all minorities, or because Muslims were mentioned specifically, only Muslims. In any case, it is ambiguous. B, why should minorities, including Muslims, have the first right to resources? It should be the poor and the deprived, they be from minority or majority. And C, Manmohan Singh remained the Prime Minister 8 years after he made this contentious speech. Is there any video of his refuting the claim that he said Muslims must have the first right to resources? Any video clip from the hundreds of press conferences he gave from 2006 to 2014? One video? No. Number two, for those who say Modi indulged in hate speech, well, if quoting a former prime minister, mentioning infiltrators and those with more kids without identifying them directly is hate speech, then Navika, I ask you a simple question. What is chanting 5 times a day? No one has the right to be worshipped but Allah 4062. Polytheists, i.e. Hindus, are the worst of creatures 98.
Okay.
Those who disbelieve in our verses, we will drive them into fire 456.
All right.
So
let's not get into people's faith. Let's not get into people's faith and let's not...
Yes, I'm asking a simple question. All I'm doing is quoting without analysis verses which I'm asking people on your panel and broadly, is this hate speech? If it isn't, then why is Prime Minister Modi quoting a former Prime Minister hate speech? Now, the most important, you must give me a minute. The most pertinent issue that Modi brought up through his speech is that of the draconian, and I have no other word to say this, Navika, diabolical Congress promise of wealth distribution. Straight out of the pocket diaries of Mao and Pol Pot. Common sense tells you that beyond the wealth that is anyway redistributed through income and corporate taxes, any further redistribution amounts to the Marxist idea of looting those who generate wealth. Or, as Marx famously said, from each according to his ability to each according to his need. But then, who decides what is ability and what is need? Altruism must always be a fraction of truism. Congress raised corporate tax to 45% in 1991. Modi reduced it to 22%, which it is currently, because common sense tells you that zealous redistribution of wealth reduces wealth, and total redistribution of wealth reduces wealth totally, because it removes the incentive from people who generate wealth to generate wealth, because it makes a segment of population, the recipients, uncompetitive and unproductive, because it destroys every nation that implemented it. The metaphor of gold and Mangal Sutra being stolen by the Congress to be redistributed was a very clever and cunning ploy, I have to say, by Modi.